and welcome to the North Penn High School Gymnasium, where we are getting set for some girls basketball action in the second round of the PIAA 6A District 1 playoffs between the North Penn Knights and the Springford Rams. For North Penn Television, I'm Jake Lobeck. Alongside me, Anissa Gardizzi, bringing everything North Penn from us to you here on Channel 28 Comcast, 29 Verizon. North Penn comes into this game ranked number 1, coming out of the season 20-3. They had a first round bye. Springford ranked number 16, 17-8 on the season, coming off a 38-35 victory against Oxford. And before we get set for opening tip-off, let's go through the starting lineups for North Penn. We had number 11, Arissa Yee, senior. Number 15, Jess Huber. Number 23, Sam Karanji. Number 40, Jess McKenzie. Number 55, Bree Hewlett. For the Rams, Juliana Alexandra. Number 4, Lexi Nugent. Number 13, Alyssa Conway. Abby Goodrich, number 25, and number 35, Maddie Haney. As we tip off, Karanji now has it for North Penn, moving up to start this second round of the District 1 playoffs. Passing over to Yee along the near sideline. Now back to Hewlett. She puts it up for 3. And off the backboard, Yee tries to put it up again. She misses the shot, and it's recovered by the Rams. Over to Alexandra. She's going to pass over to number 25, Goodrich. Now number 13, Conway puts it up. And she misses the shot. Hewlett comes down with the rebound. Passing over to Karanji, now moving up court, up to Jess Huber. She puts it up. And off the backboard. And a near save by the Springford, but North Penn's going to get possession as the Rams are unable to save it at the edge. So with 7:10 left, no score on the board. Huber's going to pass it in. She passes in to Karanji. A little floater pass to Yee. Now Huber, she puts it up for 3. And off the rim, recovered by Yee. And she's going to pass it out to Karanji. She puts it up for 3, way beyond the arc. And Sam Karanji sinks it. An uncontested three-pointer gives the Knights a 3-point lead. As now Nugent moving up for the Rams, defended by Huber. She's going to pass it back to Haney. And she's stripped by Hewlett. Karanji's going the other way. Passing over to Huber now. Fakes the shot, now passing it back to Karanji. Now Yee in the paint. She's going to drive forward, puts it up at 2 points for Alyssa Yee. And now 5-0 North Penn. As Alexandroni moving up for the Rams, trying to get around Yee. Tight defense by the Knights. She'll pass over number 13, Conway. Now back out to Haney. Drives forward, lobs it back to Nugent. Nugent still has it off the pass back from Goodrich. She's going to turn around, defended by Karanji. And her pass tipped by Karanji, recovered by Huber. She'll give it right back to Karanji. And she'll give it right back to Huber as we slow things down here with 5:50 left in the first quarter. 5-0 North Penn leads. Karanji's going to pass it over to Huber. Back out to McKenzie, now over to Karanji. She puts it up for 3, and just off the rim and out of bounds, and it's going to be ruled a Rams possession. It looks like Nugent's going to pass it in for the Rams. And Alexandroni moving up with it. She'll pass it over to number 11, Nugent. And now back out to Goodrich. Now down low for Haney. It looked like she had a foul against her, so she'll go to the line for her first 2 attempts.
And as we've seen in these first 2 minutes, North Penn has had 3 interceptions on the Rams side of the court. And now they're up 5-0. So we should see that intense defense as the game continues from the Knights.
Sinks her first shot to get the Rams on the board. 5-1, 5:23 left in the opening quarter as she looks for her second attempt. And she sinks that one as well. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. And Huber now passing it in to Karanji. Karanji driving forward, defended by Alexandroni. Now backing off, driving forward. Out to Yee, who drives forward, puts it up from the free throw line. And just off the rim, recovered by number 33, Haney. There's going to be a foul against North Penn, so the Rams will continue with possession. Now down to 5:05 left in the opening quarter. So now Nugent moving up for the Rams. Out to Goodrich, now back out to Alexandroni. Now over to Conway. Into the paint for Haney, and a block by Jess McKenzie. But Nugent gets it out, she puts it up. She misses the shot, Jess McKenzie right there for the rebound, and somehow Nugent comes back with it again. And it looks like it was kicked by one of the Knights players, so the Rams will continue with possession with Alyssa Conway passing it in for the Rams. She passes into Alexandroni. Defended by Huber, she'll pass it out to number 13, that's Conway. Into the paint, intercepted by Yee. She continues to fight for it, lobs it down court to Jess Huber. She puts it up, and an easy 2 points for Jess Huber as she splits the defense for the Rams and sinks the layup. And now the Rams turn it over, Jess Huber going down court once again. And a foul against number 11, that's Lexi Nugent. So the Knights will continue with possession, 4:19 left in the opening quarter, 7-2 the score. Now Rachel Crispin coming in for Lexi Nugent for the Rams as Jess Huber looks to pass it in for the Knights. And Huber finds Caranchi, back to Huber. She puts it up for 3 and just off the rim. And it's going to go out of bounds off the Knights, so the Rams will take over possession. And it's going to be Conway doing the honors of passing it in to Alexandroni. So Alexandroni moving up, defended by Huber. She'll put it out to Conway, who puts it up, and just off the rim, recovered by Haney. And the Rams look to regain and drive forward, and she misses the layup. Caranchi gets a rebound going the other way for the Knights. She'll pass it over to Yee along the far sideline. Drops back, passing over to Hewlett from beyond the arc. She'll pass over to Huber, and now Caranchi. Caranchi back to Hewlett. Drives forward. And a travel call against Hewlett will give the Rams possession with 3:34 left in the action-packed first quarter. 7-2 the score with the Knights in the lead. So now Rachel Chrisman moving up for the Rams. Plays a spin move now out to Alexandroni. Drives forward, puts it up, and she misses the shot. Caranchi comes down with the rebound, and now looking to move up the other way for the Knights. She's going to leave it off for Huber, who fakes the shot. Now decides otherwise, and she's going to move out, looking for a pass over to Yee. A fadeaway shot for Yee, just off the rim, and it's nearly saved by Hewlett, but it goes out of bounds, so the Rams will take over possession. And a timeout called by Coach DeMarliere for the Knights.
Last night here at North Penn, the North Penn boys won 55-45 against Hatboro Horsham, so they will be advancing into the 3rd round of playoffs this Friday night.
This season has been a very special season for Sam Caranchi, as she is one of the elite members of the 1,000-point club for North Penn. And we have 2 more North Penn players that could be breaking the needle soon, with Jess Huber only needing 50 and Arissa Yee needing 125. Look for them to make an impact in tonight's game and further on if they were to go further in this competition. As the Rams move forward with it, Crispin moving up with it. With 2:55 left in the opening quarter, she's going to pass it back out to Haney. Now back to Crispin, puts it up for 3, and just off the rim, recovered by Caranchi. Now over to Huber, who looks to move up with it. Back to Caranchi, now over to Hewlett. Back to Caranchi, directing some traffic, poke check, but gets it back. She's going to pass it down low to Yee. Now that's to Hewlett, she puts it up for 3, and just off the rim, McKenzie's there for the rebound, and then it's hit out of bounds. And it's going to be ruled North Penn possession, as it was poke checked free by Conway of the Rams.
And with just about 2.5 minutes left to go until the second quarter, North Penn still leads 7-2.
And he now driving forward, looks to put it up. And there's a foul against the Rams, so the Knights will continue with possession. And they're going to have Huber pass it in for the Knights. Still North Penn leading 7-2 with a 5-point lead as Karanji walking the arc. Now lays back a little bit, directing some traffic. Karanji passes over to Huber. Now driving forward, she'll put it up. And it looks like she was fouled in the process. So she'll go to the line for her first trip and her first 2 shots of the contest. And Huber sinks her first attempt. And she sinks the second attempt as well to give North Penn a 7-point lead, leading 9-2 with just about 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Alexandroni moving up for the Rams. She's gonna drive forward, pass it out to number 20, Chrisman. And she'll pass it over to Conway. Now Haney in the paint, she'll pass it back out to Alexandroni, who puts it up for 2 off the back of the rim, gets her own rebound. And now back out to Haney, she puts it up for 2, and she misses it. And then out of bounds. And it's going to be ruled Rams possession as it went off from McKenzie for the Knights.
And it does look like Springford is having a hard time getting their shots in the basket. They have definitely taken plenty, but they're only at 2 points right now.
And we've seen it quite a lot with the North Penn defense. They are a strong defensive core, and they're showing how strong they can be, especially in this playoff game against the Rams, who are a very talented team as we see the travel against the Rams. So North Penn will take over possession, with Huber passing it in with 1:39 left in the opening quarter. 9-2 still to score. You can see the Rams doing a little pressure on the Knights as he gets the pass from Huber. Now looks to move up with it. She'll pass it to Huber, and it was deflected out of bounds off of Chrisman. So North Penn will continue with possession. Now down to 1:30 with Huber still passing it in for the Knights. Huber passes into Yee, back to Huber. Now over to Karanji. Back to Huber. Now down low to Yee. Yee puts it up for 2. And off the back of the rim, we've seen that quite often in this contest. Moving the other way for the Rams is Haney. Now out to Chrisman. She stumbles, and Karanji gets the turnover. Now floats one down to Huber. She's home free, and she sinks the layup. Jess Huber sinks the layup, and she should be going to the line to take 1 shot, as she was on a breakaway there.
And once again, that was such a smooth transition there for North Penn. Able to intercept the ball there from the Rams. That was Karanji. And then with that long pass down to Huber, we already saw that in this quarter.
Now timeout called by the Rams, and Sam Karanji does such a good job of finding the players open. She can even be considered the quarterback of this team, as she's led them throughout this season and seasons past.
And over there you can see our North Penn student section there with the number 15 jersey. That's Jess Huber. We have a blackout over there from the North Penn student section. Great crowd out here supporting the Knights.
And they're worshiping Huber and her endeavor to get to point number 1,000 down to 44.
I mean, it could happen.
You never know. She could pull through in this game. More than likely, if the Knights were to make it through this game, she could do it Saturday with 2 solid performances as she goes to the line to shoot her first one, and she sinks that one with ease.
Cutting it down to 43 more?
Yeah,
43
let's
more.
start a countdown. And now Alexandroni moving up. Her pass out of bounds. That was actually Chrisman. A little miscommunication there with the Rams. And out of bounds, the ball goes, so the Knights will take over. Huber is going to throw it in. And she throws it into Karanji. And now Karanji, being pressured by Alexandroni, is going to move up with it.
And we're approaching the 50-second mark here. Hewlett now with the ball.
And she'll pass over to Yee. Now Karanji back to Huber. Huber over to Yee. And Yee now over to Humes. From beyond the arc, she's going to pass it over to Huber. And now to Hewlett. She drives forward, out to Yee. Under 30 seconds now as Yee drops back, looking to regroup over to Hewlett. Hewlett now to Huber, now over to Yee. And Yee's going to pass it back to Humes. Fakes the shot, now back over to Yee. Now Huber. Huber has under 10 seconds to work with. She's going to get it to Karanji. Now under 5, she's going to pass it to Yee. Now Huber, she puts it up for 3. And she sinks it. Jess Huber, just as time expires, sinks the three-pointer for the Knights. She's now down to 40.
And I guess it was the worshiping over there of her jersey from the student section. Really helping her out there.
And just to go back to that play, what a good job by Jess Huber to keep her composure and remain calm. Although she was limited in the time, she got the shot off before time expires. And just in that first quarter, she has 10 points of the Knights' 15.
And there you can see the North Penn girls in their huddle around Coach Maggie DeMarlier, going over their strategies for the next quarter. And they already have a 13-point lead, which is great going in to the rest of the game. But knowing them, they're definitely going to want to extend that lead, work on their play as they move on in this game. The winner of this game will play Saturday, February 25th, against the winner of a Souderton versus Abington game that's being played as we speak. And there you can see Springford in their huddle with a little cheer before they take the court once again for the second quarter.
And so Springford will start with possession to begin this second quarter. And we talked a little bit earlier in this broadcast about the defensive core for the Knights. They held Springford just to 2 points, and they are a strong team offensively and defensively, but they've been working through them as now Karanji forces the turnover on a breakaway. She's going to put it up, and the shot is blocked after a great hustle from Conway getting all the way back there to block the shot by Karanji. Now Huber sinks 2 more. Jess Huber adds to her lead. Now 12 points in the contest as Alexandroni moving up for the Rams. Worked on by Humes, now passing it over and off the hands of Conway and out of bounds. So North Penn's going to take possession. Now we have a timeout called by the Rams.
So the Knights did come out of the first quarter with a lot of energy there. Now the Rams are probably trying to regroup here, talk about what they were just talking about.
Yeah, 30 seconds in, the Knights already scored 2 points and forced 2 turnovers. So exactly how they wanted to start their second quarter. The Rams are going to go back to the drawing board.
And the North Penn cheerleaders are here supporting the North Penn Knights. And they've been to so many basketball games, so many other sporting events. They're such a great asset of North Penn to have there on the sidelines cheering you on.
Always getting the fans and the team enthused with everything going on at North Penn, all the home basketball games and football games and many other things here at North Penn. As Huber looks to pass it in, 7:30 on the clock, 17-2 North Penn leads as she passes it in to Karanji. Karanji's going to move forward with it. She's going to pass it over to Hewlett, now out to Huber. Huber gets possession, now out to Karanji, now down low for Hewlett. And a traveling called against Hewlett, so the Rams will take over possession. 7:13 on the clock, 17-2 still the score. As it looks like number 10, Lauren Mensch, is going to pass it in to Chrisman, and now moves up for the Rams. And Chrisman worked on by Yee, and an up and over call against the Rams, so North Penn will take over possession. And Yee's going to pass it in for the Knights. And you can see the Rams are doing a full court press, trying to put the pressure on the Knights. But Huber gets the pass off to Karanji, who now moves up, pressured by Alexandroni. Now over to Hewlett. Hewlett loses it, regathers it, and now tries the other way, giving off to Huber. Huber drives forward, lays on a spin move, but travels in the process, so she'll give it back to the Rams. And it's going to be Conway passing it in to Chrisman. And Chrisman going up with it with possession for the Rams. Tight defense by the Knights. She's going to leave it off to Haney. Now Haney drives forward, backs off, now passes over to Mensch, who puts it up. In and out it goes, and Hewlett gets the rebound. And now moving up with it, passing over to Hubert. Now down low to Yee, now back to Hewlett. Gets around her defender, she puts it up, and she sinks it. Bree Hewlett with her first basket in the contest. And now it's number 20, Chrisman moving up for the Rams, passing over to Mensch. Now on the far sideline, that's Conway who was fouled. So the Rams will continue with possession with 6:05 left in the second quarter. 19-2 the score as Conway looks to pass it in for the Rams. And Chrisman receives the pass from Conway. Conway trying to find something, a lane to drive forward through, but tight defense by Hewlett and the rest of the North Penn squad. She passes out to Haney, now crosses to Alex and Jeremy, and it's tipped by Humes and out of bounds. So the Rams will continue with possession as they make a quick substitution with Goodrich coming in to replace Mensch. And now it's going to be Conway along the near sideline, passing it in for the Rams. And she passes it into Alex and Jeremy. Drives forward, back out to, and now over to Chrisman. She leaves off for Haney. Now it's number 13, Conway. Now Haney has it from beyond the arc. Haney gets it back from Goodrich, who drives forward. She tries to put it up. And a foul, so she'll go to the line to take 2 shots. And she's 2 for 2 so far in the contest. Looking to add to her score already. That's her only 2 points. And the Rams only 2 points on the board.
Yes, these shots are going to be very crucial for the Rams if they want to begin trying to reach North Penn's 17-point lead.
And now Jess McKenzie coming in for Huber as Haney looks to take her second shot. She misses that one, goes 3 for 4 on from the line. And Karanji moving up to Humes, who passes it back out to Hewlett. Now over to Karanji. Down to 5:15, 19-3 the score, North Penn in the lead. And McKenzie has the possession for North Penn, passing back out to Karanji. Now over to Humes. Humes looking for an outlet pass, finds Yee. Now over to Karanji. And Karanji back out to Hewlett. Over to Yee. And now McKenzie has it over to Hewlett. Hewlett finds Humes, who finds McKenzie. And now over to Karanji from beyond the arc. She puts it up. And an contested three-pointer. She's going to make that one every time. That's Karanji's 6th point in the contest. And now charge. Haney puts it up for 2. She misses the shot. Karanji gets the rebound. And she passes up to McKenzie, who has Hewlett in the paint. Spins out, passing over to McKenzie. Now Karanji. Karanji passing over to Humes. Humes now down low to Yee. She's going to pass it out to Karanji, who puts it up for 3. And a long three-pointer made by Sam Karanji. 9 points in the contest. 25-3 North Penn leads. As the Rams look to move forward. Under 4 minutes now, Alex and Droney passing over to Haney. Now back to Alex and Droney, but Sam Karanji with the interception. And she's home free for an easy layup, adding to her point total. Now 11 in the contest. And a charge led up by Conway. Now passing over to Goodrich. Now back out to Haney. Haney drives forward, puts it up. She misses the shot. Karanji comes down with the rebound. And Karanji seems to be doing it all for the Knights right now. She's scoring and getting the rebounds. And her pass deflected over to McKenzie. Back out to Karanji. Back to McKenzie. Now over to Hewlett. Back to Karanji. Now over to Yee to Hewlett. Hewlett now to Humes. Now over to Yee.
Karanji does have 11 points on the night so far for the Knights. Very valuable in this 27 4-3 lead that the Knights currently have.
And a foul against Springford. So North Penn will continue with possession, but first a few substitutions for Springford. Haney and Chrisman come out, and Mensch and Angle come in for the Rams. Huber comes in for Hewlett for the Knights, as Huber looks to pass it in to Karanji. Approaching the 3-minute mark here at the North Penn High School Gymnasium. Karanji drives forward, passing over to Humes. Humes is going to leave it off for Huber. Huber defended by Mensch. She'll pass it down low to Karanji, who puts it up. But it looks like she was fouled in the process, so she'll go to the line for 2 shots. And this is her first trip to the line, so she'll look to make a splash on the board with 2:47 left in the second quarter. Karanji sinks her first shot. And Carly Adams coming in for Arissa Yee, a freshman here at North Penn, getting some valuable playoff experience for the Knights as Karanji attempts her second shot. And she misses that one. And now a stretch pass down to Angle. Now back out, and they put the shot up, and misses the shot. McKenzie comes down with the rebound. The shot was by Conway there, and Huber moving back up court for the Knights. Over to Karanji, who puts it up for 2. And off the back of the rim, recovered by Angle. She's going to pass it to Alexandroni. Now over to Mensch. And Karanji has the ball go off her shin. So the Rams will continue possession. And Cooper coming in for Mensch. And Haney coming in for Alexandroni. So first the Rams make a few substitutions. And now they're going to have Conway throw it in. And she'll pass it to Haney. She puts it up for 3, and she sinks it. And Springford has 6 points, and they are all courtesy of Maddie Haney as Karanji moves up with it over to Huber. She puts it up for 3. She misses the shot. McKenzie gets the rebound as she walks a thin line near the boundary, passing it out to Huber. Huber passes to Karanji, now directing a little traffic. 1:50 left in the first half. Adams now has it, passing over to McKenzie. And now over to Karanji. Now to Humes. Now over to Huber. Now Karanji. 28-6 to score. 1:35 left in the half. Karanji trying to make a move around Conway. And she's going to pass over to Adams. A foul against Springford is going to send Carly Adams to the line for her first trip and her first 2 shots of the contest. And she sinks her first attempt. First playoff point as a North Penn Knight. As mentioned, she is a freshman here at North Penn as she attempts her second shot here. And she sinks that one as well. Gives North Penn a 30-6 lead with 1:25 left in the half. Conway moving up, passing over to Haney. And now passes over to Angle. Now over to Cooper. Now to the corner. And she was fouled as she tried to drive forward. And that was number 13, Alyssa Conway. So the Rams will continue with possession here with 1:13 left in the opening half. North Penn still leads 30-6. And Conway, a long pass out to Cooper. She finds Angle. Now over to Haney. Now over to Conway, who puts it up for 3, and she sinks it. And Karanji moving up. 30-9 to score. Under 1 minute, Karanji puts on the brakes, now drives forward once again, puts it up, hits the rim, recovered by Conway, going the other way for the Rams. Now over to Haney, who drives forward, she puts it up, hits the edge of the backboard, and there's an injured Knight on the court as Karanji is moving forward. Passing over to Adams, and McKenzie's still down. I believe that's McKenzie under the North Penn basket. Getting some attention from the trainer and Coach DeMarliere. Hopefully she's all right.
And both teams are now taking some time to discuss their gameplay here for the last 37 seconds before halftime. As you can see, Mackenzie there on the floor responding to the trainer and her coach. Hopefully she's all right. She has been a great player for North Penn all year, and the crowd claps as she's walking up under her own power. And both teams will now retake the court to play out these last 37 seconds.
And he's going to come in for Mackenzie. She's still seeking attention from the trainer along the sideline. And Adams is going to throw it in for North Penn. 37 seconds. She passes back out to Karanji. And Karanji passing over to Yee. Yee to Adams. Now over to Karanji. Now over to Hewlett. Now Adams. Now to Humes. Now Hewlett.
And we're approaching the 15-second mark. North Penn will keep possession here.
And Humes gets around the defender to Karanji. Now Yee. She has under 10 seconds to work with. Yee drives forward. She puts it up. The shot is blocked. It looks like she was fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot two with 4.8 seconds left in the first half.
Fouls on Springboard's number 33, Maddie Haney, her second team's 8. On the line for North Penn, number 11, Alyssa Yee.
And Yee sinks her first attempt. And Alex Androni coming in for Cooper for the Rams as he attempts the second one. And she sinks that one as well. Haney passes into Alex Androni. She has 2 seconds to work with. She gets the shot off. And she misses the shot attempt, but she just floated one up. As time expires for the first half, a very productive first half for North Penn as they lead 32-9 going into the half. Jess Huber leading all scorers. She had 12 in the first half. So we'll throw it to a quick break, and we'll be back shortly with some second half action here at the North Penn High School Gymnasium. Hello and welcome back to the North Penn High School Gymnasium, where we are getting ready for the second half of the North Penn Spring Forward game. North Penn currently in the lead, 32-9, as you can see the energized student section for North Penn, enjoying the nice cushion that the North Penn girls team has put forth. And at the half, we had the scoring breakdown.
And for the Rams, Haney has 6 points, Conway has 3, and then for the Knights, Hewlett and Adams both have 2, Yee has 4, and then seniors Karanji and Huber, they both have 12 of the Knights' 32.
And Huber came into this game only 50 points away from getting to her 1,000-point mark. She's now down to 38.
I think it's possible, Jake.
If not today, definitely Saturday if they were to advance. As Huber now passing out to McKenzie, who's back in the game. She went out injured in the first half. Good to see her back out in the court.
Now into Yee in the center. She'll pass it out to Hewlett up top. She finds Huber. Huber will pass it over to Karanji, who's feeling the pressure from Nugent. She'll pass it over to Yee. Yee's driving in, going out to McKenzie. McKenzie puts it up, and she'll sink it for 2.
And North Penn feeling the impact of Jess McKenzie right away as she comes back from that injury. And just 45 seconds in, she sinks 2 points for the Knights.
Allison Droney is going to pass it over to Goodrich, who's able to find Nugent there. Nugent over to Haney. Haney's going up. She'll put it up. And it looked like almost a fake shot intended there for Conway, but it went right out of bounds. And it must have been off North Penn because Conway's throwing it in.
It might have been deflected by either Hewlett or McKenzie, who were in the paint.
And Haney puts it up, but it bounces right out of bounds.
Looks like it went off Hewlett's knee. And an unlucky bounce for the Knights.
And once again, Conway will be out of bounds, throwing it in for the Rams. Trying to find her girl. It'll be a bounce pass over to Haney. She turns and puts it up. Right off the rim, though, she gets her own rebound and shoots it right over the rim. And Karanji was on the floor there with Conway, but she picked up the ball, found Huber, who found Yee, and Yee makes her layup. What a great transition there by North Penn. Very quickly is Allison Droney with the ball now. She's going to give it over to Haney. Haney's going to put it up, and she makes her shot. The score now 36-11 with about 6.5 minutes left to go. Huber now with the ball for the Knights. A jump shot off the backboard. Yee will come down with it, pass it over to Karanji, to Huber. Huber goes up, and she makes her layup there.
36 points for Jess Huber with just about 6 minutes left in this third quarter.
Allison Droney is taking control of the Rams offense now. And now over to Haney. She puts it up for 3, and she sinks her 3-point shot. The score now 38-14. Huber now with the ball. Will put it up right off the rim. The Rams come down with it, and that's Conway.
And Jess Huber gets the ball as Allison Droney and Huber hit the court. Karanji moving the other way.
Hewlett will put it up, and she sinks her layup. Now the Knights take a 40-14 lead. 5.5 minutes left to go here. Haney with the ball, feeling the pressure there by Hewlett. And it's going to be a timeout called by the Rams. And it's very interesting. I think the Rams have really picked up their offensive game here. They're already at 14 points. They do have a long way to go, but they're going in the right direction.
Yeah, since the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, North Penn led 15-2. So definitely in the second quarter and the short time in this third quarter, Springford's definitely picked up the pace. Now 40-14 the score. So they've picked up 12 points.
As you can see there on the screen, North Penn in their huddle, as are the Rams, going over their strategies to finish out this third quarter.
And Maddie Haney, the big story for the Rams, 11 points in the contest. And she's been a big impact for the Rams in this game so far.
That's right. I think if the Knights were able to really focus in on her and try and guard her up a little bit more, that would really make a big difference for the Rams if they're trying to catch North Penn's high lead. Now both teams taking the court. And as we mentioned, the score 40-14 North Penn. Haney will be throwing it in for the Rams. She's going to find Nugent. Defense there by Karanji. Nugent, a bounce pass in intended for Haney. It's going to go right out of bounds, and North Penn will pick up possession now. Huber will be passing it in. It looks like it'll be to Karanji. And the pass to Karanji as she looks to control the North Penn offense. As we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter, she'll pass it over right to Yee. Back up top to Karanji, now Huber. Right in the center to Hewlett. She'll pass it back out to Yee. Yee puts it up, and Yee will sink a three-point shot. Now Allison Droney over to Haney. Haney wide there. Nugent will put it up, but it's going to go right over the basket. Picked up by Yee, leading Huber to the basket. Huber's going to pass it back up top. Now Yee has the ball. Hewlett in the center. We'll pass it back up top to Karanji as she waits for her offense to set up. Yee now back to Karanji. Wide to McKenzie. McKenzie finds Karanji there at the top. Karanji to Yee. Back over to Karanji. Finds Huber under the basket, and she'll put it up for another layup. North Penn now taking the lead 45-14. And Huber has 34 more points to go until she reaches 1,000. As we approach the 4-minute mark, Allison Journey will pass it right over to Conway. Conway slips. It's going to be called traveling. North Penn will now pick up possession.
Angle coming in for Nugent for the Rams. And they're also going to send in number 24, Higgins. We'll see who comes out. It's going to be number 13, Conway, with 3:53 to go in this third quarter. 45-14, North Penn leads.
Huber will be doing the honors for the Knights. Now Karanji leading with the ball, setting up the Knights offense here. She'll pass it over to Yee. She'll pass back over to Karanji, who finds Huber quickly. Back over to Yee. Hewlett now with the ball. A bounce pass to McKenzie. Back up top to Karanji to Huber. And Huber's going to pass it back up top to Karanji. He's looking at her options here. Karanji now over to Yee, who was wide open there. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Now McKenzie in the middle. Back up top to Huber for three. Right off the rim, but it's going to be rebounded by McKenzie. And given back up top to Karanji. Yee now has the ball. Back up top to Karanji, over back to Yee. Yee's gonna send it right back over to Karanji, who finds Huber. And they find Hewlett in the center. McKenzie's under the basket with the ball now. A bounce pass over to Yee. Karanji for three, and she sinks her shot. She was not even close to being near the three-point line. That was pretty far back. And there's gonna be an interception there by Huber. As she goes to put it up, she is fouled, so she will be going to the foul line. And as we just saw in that last play by North Penn, they passed it for quite a while. They really kept possession there for a long time, and all they had to do was toss it back up to Karanji at top. And Huber was fouled there by Haney. That's her third foul of the night, and they're going to want to keep that under control, as she is the top scorer for the Rams currently.
She's probably the last person the Rams want to lose here. She has 9 of the points the Rams have.
Huber's going to sink her second attempt. The Knights now take a 49-14 lead over the Rams. Huber with 17 points now on the night.
Actually, Maddie Haney actually has 11 of the 14 points, not 9. So she's even more of her contribution.
11 out of 14.
It's quite a contributor for the Rams as Karanji moves up with it.
She's going to find Yee over to her right. He's going to pass it across the court to Huber. He finds McKenzie. McKenzie back over to Huber. Over the other side of the court to Yee. Back over to Huber. Back up top to Karanji. She'll find Hewlett. Hewlett will put it up off the rim. Haney comes down with it. Now the Rams take possession, trying to make the most of this offensive opportunity. That was put up in the air by Engel. She will make her three-point shot. Karanji over to Yee. Yee back over to Karanji. And we just hit the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Karanji now with the ball in the middle to McKenzie. Out wide to Yee for three. And it's going to be right off the backboard. And it's going to roll out of bounds there as both teams make some substitutions.
And a good effort there by Hewlett to fall on the ball, and then it was nearly recovered by the Rams, and Huber came into it, and miscommunication by the Rams that forces a turnover, and North Penn takes over.
Karanji now with the ball for the Knights, leading her North Penn offense. She'll pass it over to Hewlett, who finds Huber. Huber now will pass it right over back to Hewlett. Hewlett up for Yee. Huber now with the ball for 3. And she will sink her shot. And it looks like North Penn now takes a 52-17 lead over the Rams with 1:25 left in the third quarter. And now you see that missed pass there by the Rams, but Mensch was able to recover. Yee trying to get the ball before the Rams do, and that's early over there in the area as well.
And a jump ball is going to give the Rams, or will have the Rams continue possession with 1:04 left in the third quarter, 52-17 the score, with Humes coming in for Yee for the Knights.
And it looks like Engel will be passing it into Chrisman. Chrisman with the ball. Chrisman. Now that's Higgins with the ball. Higgins intended for her teammate, but Humes will pick it up. Now Karanji is leading down the court with the ball, finding Huber for 3. And right off the rim, it's going to be picked up there by Higgins. Higgins now taking control for the Rams. Almost intercepted there by Huber in that intended pass to Chrisman, but it's going to go right out of bounds. So Engel will be doing the honors for the Rams. Only 36 seconds left here until the final quarter. The score is still 52-17.
Now you just saw Adams and Malali coming in for the Knights to replace Huber and Karanji as they get a standing ovation as they exit the court. Both of them were productive throughout the night. And one notable fact is the Knights now have 3 freshmen on the court getting valuable playoff time with 29 seconds left in the third quarter. North Penn still up 52-17.
Engel at the line now for Springford. And she will miss her first attempt. Just 29 seconds left here in the third quarter as Engel attempts her second foul shot. And that's going to be recovered by Early, who finds Malali. Malali now with the ball for North Penn. Back up top to Hewlett. Malali now with the ball for North Penn. Over to Adams. Adams with a short pass to Early. Early, a bounce pass in the center. And looks like Humes is in there fighting for it along with Smith. And that jump ball is going to go to North Penn. As they look to set up their offense, it looks like Humes will be throwing it in from out of bounds for the Knights. As she looks for her girl. She's going to find Hewlett at the top of the arc. And a foul on the Knights. Now the Knights will be throwing it in from out of bounds once again. As Humes looks for her pass. And she finds Mulali. She puts it up off the backboard. Recovered there by Hewlett, but they weren't able to get it up in time before the third quarter ran out. The Knights will be headed into the final quarter with a lead of 52-17. As you can see, it's all smiles over there by the North Penn bench, as they have played a very great game here so far. A great way to start off their playoff run.
You can see our North Penn crowd getting excited.
And it is a blackout here in the student section. The student section always has such great school spirit supporting the Knights. As you can see, we have legendary Doc Ryan here from the North Penn Athletic Department. He retired just a few years ago, but he's always out here supporting North Penn athletics at its finest. And as Jake mentioned before, the Knights do have 3 freshmen on the court as well as 2 juniors. I'm not sure if they have any sophomores on the team at all.
They do not. They have 3 freshmen, maybe some sophomores on JV, but on varsity they have 3 freshmen and then quite a few juniors and a lot of senior leadership for the Knights.
As you see, that was Higgins who put it up very quickly for a quick 2 points for the Rams starting the final quarter. Now you see Hulmes leading the North Penn offense. Hulmes easily getting by her defender Higgins. Now Adams with the ball. Adams looking for her girl. She finds Hewlett. Hewlett trying to get past 2. A lot of pressure put on Hewlett. Now Adams with the ball. Slips out of her hands, but she tries to recover it. Adams will keep possession. And North Penn will call a timeout now at 7:25 left in the final quarter.
And it looks like Springford's game plan is just to do the double team. And so far it's been working as they've got the North Penn players flustered. And they nearly made a few turnovers, but luckily they were not able to actually commit the turnovers. So we'll look to see how Springford and North Penn come out of the timeout.
And as you can see there on the screen, North Penn Superintendent Dr. Dietrich is here, as well as Mrs. Law for North Penn, supporting the North Penn Knights at this basketball game. And they were both at last night's basketball game with the boys, so it's great to see them out here supporting basketball here at North Penn as we get ready to finish out the final quarter here. North Penn still leading 52-19, 7:25 on the clock. Hulmes takes control for the Knights. Mulally now. Hewlett in the center there. She's going to pass it over to Adams, who puts it up. And right off the backboard into the net, Adams will make her shot. And now the Rams with the ball. Higgins up top will pass it out to Marty, who's able to find Engel. And with the shot there, that was Mensch, but it's going to go right off the rim. Adams now with the ball. We'll pass it in front of her to Early. Early with the pass in to Hewlett, up to Adams. Now Mulally. And she's going to be tripped up a little bit there, and Higgins is able to recover. Higgins will put it up. Engel almost passes it out of bounds, but Mulally was right there. A leading pass to Hulmes, and she's not able to keep it in bounds. It looks like it was off of the Rams, though, so North Penn will keep up possession as the Rams make some substitutions on the court. And they're going to be bringing in Kratz, Engel.
And there's a fortuitous play there on the other side of the court as Mulally found herself at the right place at the right time, and she was actually shocked that she had the ball in her hand as she thought it was going to go out of bounds. This early sinks the layup for North Penn, and for her first basket as a freshman, her first playoff points with 6:10 left in the final quarter.
Kratz with the shot. And both teams trying to recover, but it's Adams, the freshman from North Penn, who grabs it. Will lead her fellow freshman Mulally, and she waits for the North Penn offense to set up. We're just under 6 minutes left in this game. Early now with the ball. Back up top to Hulmes. To her right, she finds Adams. Adams will send it back to Early up top. And Early, it's tipped there by the Rams. And now, as you can see, that's Magazola with the ball. Over to Higgins. Hulmes will tap the ball and pick up possession for the Knights now. Adams with the shot. Off the rim, and a great save there by Hewlett, but it is the Rams who will pick it up. So now, as you can see, Magazola will lead the ball in for Engel. A long pass over intended for Higgins. It's going to go right out of bounds. North Penn will be making substitutions. Kayla Sharkey in for Bree Hewlett, who has had a very successful game. And Hulmes now leading the ball for North Penn. Early now. Up top to Sharkey, back over to Hulmes. Sharkey's able to recover the ball there that slipped out of Hulmes' hand. Now Mulally with the ball. Keeping it inbounds, she finds Hulmes. Now Adams, back over to Hulmes. Hulmes puts it up, and she'll sink her shot. North Penn now takes a 58-19 lead over Springford with about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Kratz will pass it over to Engel. Engel puts it up, and it did not make contact with the basket. And intercepted there by Mulally. She's driving down to the North Penn basket. She'll slow things down, pass it up to Sharkey at the top. Back over to Mulally. A jump shot there. Recovered by Hulmes from going out of bounds. Up to Early. Just bounces right off the rim, but North Penn will keep possession.
In the line for Springford, number 40, Casey Marty.
And Springford will be putting in Marty into the game now for these last 4 minutes. As Hulmes looks for her girl. She finds Mulally up top. Over to Early. Early will pass it up to Sharkey, but it slips right out of her hand. Put up by the Rams. Once again rebounded there by Magazzalo. A shot there by Kratz, but it just wasn't able to get in, and it's going to be rebounded by Sharkey. Now leading Hulmes. Adams with a bounce pass over to Mulally on the far side of the court. Another pass over there to Sharkey, but it will be recovered this time. Almost intercepted there by Kratz. Adams has the ball now for North Penn at the top of the court. She'll dribble in and put it up. And right off the backboard, the Rams come down with it. And now Higgins drives into the center. Will put it up and make her layup. The score now 58-21 with 3 minutes on the clock. Hulmes with the ball will pass it to Adams, who will put it up. And it bounces right out of the rim, but Hulmes will get the rebound and put it back up. Almost hit out of bounds there, but Sharkey saves it. Now Mulally's putting the ball up. And Mulally will sink her shot. North Penn now reaching the 60-point mark.
And that was Mulally's first playoff point, or points rather, as a Knight in her first playoff game in her freshman year. With 2:28 left, 60-21, North Penn leads.
Kratz now with the ball for Springford. And now we see Higgins. Higgins for three, and it's going to bounce right off the backboard. And Kratz tried to get the rebound and put it back up there. And she will be going to the foul line now for two. And she'll miss her first shot.
In the line for Springfield, number 34, Sarah Cooper.
And now Kratz attempting her second shot. And she'll miss her second shot as well. The rebound there is by Springford. Now Higgins puts a shot up, and it bounces out as well. Adams recovers the ball from going out of bounds, but she's stuck in the corner there looking for her girl. Intended pass for Hulmes, but Higgins picks it up. And now the Rams are shooting. And the rebound's going to be recovered there by Mulally, who's now sprinting down the court. Intended for Adams, but intercepted by Higgins. Now Higgins will pass it to her teammate. And it's going to be a white ball, taking the jump ball possession. Just 1 minute and 41 seconds left to go in this game. North Penn leads 60-21. Hulmes now with the ball, passing over to Adams. Adams will pass it back over to Hulmes. He's waiting for her offense to set up. She'll find Mullally. An intended pass there for Early, almost intercepted. And the Rams now have possession. Marty will be passing it in to Higgins. Higgins now leading down the court. Back over to Marty. Higgins once again. A long pass over to Magazzalo, who finds Kratz. And there, that was an intended pass for Smith. Almost intercepted there by Sharkey, but it went out of bounds off of the Knights. And Kratz now has the ball. She'll pass up top to Higgins. And Hulmes with the pressure. Kratz now. Kratz passing over to Marty. Back over to Kratz. Higgins keeps the ball from going out of bounds. And we are approaching the 30-second mark as the Rams try and get a shot off. That was an intended pass there to Smith, but Sharkey picked it up. Now Adams dribbling down the court for the Knights as we approach the 20-second mark. As the Knights look to set up a good offense here, Mullally.
She's got 10 to work with before time expires, so she passes over to Adams.
Now over to Mullally. She has the ball, and they'll hold it as time expires. And North Penn will win this second round playoff game in the 6A district tournament, 60-21.
And they improved to 21-3 on the season, and they send Springford home packing with nothing to show for the playoffs as they fall to 17-9 on the season with North Penn's 60-21 victory.
And North Penn will be playing the winner of the Satterton versus Abington game this Saturday.
And since North Penn is the #1 seed, it should be here at the North Penn High School Gymnasium. So be sure to join us then, whether it be here or on North Penn television. So that would do it here at the North Penn High School Gymnasium. For North Penn Television, I'm Jake Loback, alongside me Anissa Gardisi, and for our statistician Jake Kopsick, saying so long, and we'll see you next time here on North Penn Television.